Your Majesties, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for always returning. Trust you and yours are well and you are loving yourself and others like always. Many thanks to all of you for the support you give to the channel. Thank you so much to our channel members, to our anonymous supporters, to all of you my esteemed subscribers. Your love celebrated and appreciated. So, white South Africans are asking for independence. Oh my goodness. Creator of the universe. Oh Almighty, what is happening? Your Majesties, what is happening? If you don't know the real story, let me break it up for you here before I roll in the clip. A group of people some decades ago came to Africa, precisely South Africa, a group of Europeans. They came in as settlers and they settled in a place called South Africa, a country in the continent of Alkebulan. A country in the continent of Alkebulan. They came and settled. Africans, our ancestors welcomed them, gave them a place, and later on they turned and bite the hand that fed them. They started murdering our ancestors, taking what was not even given to them, and they began to rule the owners of the land, our ancestors. A lot happened, a lot of fights at that time. Some African countries gave up a lot, sacrificed a lot to fight for the region called South Africa so that they can stand up. And there was an end to apartheid. And this same descendant, the descendant of these people, of these settlers today, are now going about, protesting that they want independence. Now, mind you, this same place that these people settled, they prohibit the owners of South Africa from entering. Okay? They prohibit the owners of the land from coming in. Those that just coming are those that come into as workers, house help, cleaners. These are the ones, any black person you see in those regions are workers. It is prohibited that a black man go and build house there and live there. They segregated themselves. And now they have the impetus, the effrontery, the audacity to go with flyers and seek or demand for independence. So they want to operate as a separate country in South Africa. They don't want to have anything to do with South Africans. And a lot of black South Africans have been saying that these people have the right because they are there legally. Is that not so? That is it now. That they have the right. They are there legally, so they have the right to do anything they want to do. You told them they had the right, and now I hope you won't think they are going overboard, because this is exactly what they wanted from the beginning. And 90% of South Africans will support these people. The pain I have is that what should go viral in South Africa, discussions, informations, news that should go viral in South Africa don't go viral. It's the less important ones that they push to you. These are important things that the world should hear about. The whole of the continent of Africa should hear about this and fight. And remind these people that they are just settlers. So even though South Africans have given them the home and say they are originals, we are refusing. You don't just own yourself. We are a continent. You don't decide whether I'm your brother or I'm your sister. It's not for you to decide. The universe have decided it already. As far as we are in the continent, I'm melanated, you are melanated, we are brothers and sisters. You don't have a choice. I'm your sister. This one is by force. This love now is like the love of France and the Sahel. This love is by force love. We must love you, whether you like it or not. Black South Africans, we have to love you. Instead of you to push this information to go viral so that we can fight for you, you are hiding it. This is how you hide it until it escalates and go beyond control.
Good morning, good afternoon, guys. I see one video from one blog, and I don't know. I think there is fire on the mountain. I don't know there is fire in the house or the fire on the road. I don't know. I hear that the white South African, they are asking for independence in their hometown. The one they give themselves, they build for themselves inside South Africa, Cape Town independence. They call it Western Cape Town. So I do some research right now. I see that they have been asking this referendum for long. Even 2023 they do it. Now they start again. Like the white people in South Africa want to go out of South Africa and have their own country. The way Palestine and all of them are doing this thing. And they are calling themselves they are the Jewish Israelites. Like, I don't know what they are trying to do. If they now take Cape Town and they take their own independence in the same country, that is a big threat and is a big goal for us, for our unity in Africa, because these people never unite for us. That is number one. Now, I know a lot of people will be happy to hear this, that the whites are doing this and they want to see South African to cry. See, let me tell you one thing. This cry is for all of us. Why did I say that? If you know the last time I make my video and I told you we have to be careful about the issue of South Africa and other African, because the media are making South Africa look so bad. Why? Because they want the whole world to hate South African. They want the whole Africa to turn their back against South African because they have agenda. And they will do this agenda and carry it out if we are not careful. The last time they do everything just to put their white brother on the seat, so that their white brother can give them their home Cape Town they are looking for. You give them their independence. And remember, many South Africans want Malema, but they destroyed the vote because we as black people, God, I don't know. Believe me, South Africans don't hate Julius Malema. It's because some non-entity inside South Africa, some Judas among the 12 are the ones who are taking money to show to disrespect Malema in the public, so that the whole Africa will hate South Africa. Believe me, this is Western propaganda. They are using this for all of us to run away from South Africa. They are pushing some tribe to push out the other black people who come and live, the other foreigner who come and live, so that by the time they bounce to South Africa, they will have nowhere to run to. No Africa will speak for them. They will have nobody to save them in their land. They want the other foreigner to go out in South Africa, so that by the time they want to start dealing with South Africa, nobody will come and save them. The second apartheid is coming. A lot of you might be happy, but I don't think it's the time for us to be happy, because this is the downfall of our brother. I don't like when South Africa do jungle justice. I don't like when South Africa disrespect their own fellow brothers and sisters. But believe me, it's not as what you think. It's not the way you see it. There is more to this. These people are doing this because the way other Africans hate Libya, and we don't want to associate with Libya. This is what they want to do to South Africa, and this is what they are doing again in Sudan. And I will explain Sudan in the next video. But please, for God's sake, we have to come out and save South Africa once again before it's too late. South Africa, the fact is South Africa are not the reason why our home is not developed. South Africa are not the reason why our country president refused to do their job. South Africans are not the reason why we are running up and down out of our country because of, our country is not good. So the fact still remains, South Africa is not our problem. We should go home. We should do what we're supposed to do to make our home country great too. But South Africans too supposed to know that they need their brothers to stand, because you cannot live alone.
Your Majesties, you heard from her. Now, the thing is, they have succeeded in turning other African countries against South Africa. So you should know that all the while what they were doing was for us to hate South Africa. And there was a time I said I wasn't going to talk about South Africa anymore because there is a way they have groomed South Africans, the black ones. The white ones have groomed the black ones to always agitate when it comes to a black person, a fellow African. There is this subconscious, I don't know, it merely is as an African that is black. South Africans do not like. They feel like you're coming to take their jobs. You're coming to. This is the excuse they give to them. If you allow this your other brothers to come, or you allow them opportunity, they will come and take your jobs. They'll take the food that you eat from you. Okay? So when you talk about South Africa and what is going on there, South Africans don't like it. It's not just me alone. A lot of Pan-Africans who will be talking about South Africa are tired of South Africa. Why? Because South Africans will come hunting you. They will tell you categorically that you should allow them to be with their white brothers and sisters, that they love their white brothers more than they love their black brothers and sisters. You call those people your brothers. You don't even have any blood relation with these people. South Africans, do you have blood relation with those white people in your country? You don't. You only see them as a messiah. This white savior complex in your head. It's because they are there that your country is developed. So you mean without these people you will not develop? This is what they have made you believe. So they made other African countries hate South Africa because of what South Africa projects to other countries. So that when they are turning against South Africa, nobody will be behind them. But they lie. This is a game. So that the moment they want to turn against South Africa as they are doing right now because they've started, there will be no African country that will be ready to help them again. Mind you, during the apartheid, there are some African countries that sacrifice putting a lot of money to fight for South Africans. It's there in history. Go and do your history. South Africans, these countries you insult and fight against helped you during the apartheid. They know that the time will come that you will still need help. And so they succeeded in turning you against your brothers around you. So that when that battle time comes, you will be left alone to fight this battle. And thereby they overthrow you. And then tomorrow we'll be hearing that South Africans don't have black people anymore, it's white people. Hey, that will never happen. It will never happen. Your Majesties. You see the reason why we need to call judgment on these people? They are so cunning. We've discussed here about the characteristics of the descendants of Nephilim. They are sly, they are cunning, they are wicked. You think they love you, but they are killing you. This is what they do. This is what they do. So the same, Western Cape. I was telling you when we were doing the other video that they are trying to import people from Israel to Western Cape right now so that they can make Western Cape the new Israel, the way they made Palestine the Israel. It's hot for them there. They're looking for where to go to. And South Africans had created an avenue that welcomes white people free of charge to come and live here. And then they tell you they are citizens, they are original. You tell me that a white man is original to your land, and then your brother is not. I keep saying it. If Zimbabweans are coming to South Africa to commit crime, fish out that very Zimbabwean that commit that crime, prosecute that person. If in Nigeria and Ghana, anybody that comes to South Africa to commit crime, prosecute that person the way is in the law. But this whole mentality that these white people are putting in your head to hate on all your black brothers and sisters and love them as the good people, you have to start thinking. Because now they want their country. They want to cut out from you. I thought you said you love yourself so much. I thought you said they are your brothers. You are in love with them. They want to cut out from you and have their own country. In Africa, it will never happen. It will never happen. In the ancient times, they came through war and invaded Egypt. The Arab invaded Egypt. Look at Egypt. Egypt never remained the same. They started with Libya, Sudan. Look at those parts. Now they want to come into the hearts. They want to enter South Africa. I won't blame them now. Sure, it is the black South Africans that gave them opportunity. Anyway, what do you think? Leave your thoughts and opinion there in the section, and I'll see you in my next one. Until then, love yourself, love others, stay safe, stay positive. Always your Majesties. Bye for now.